Hi, I'm Marius from MWS Photography, and in this video we are going to look at the learning mode or the learning function on the Cactus V6 flash transceivers. Now when I want to attach, for instance, say my Nikon SP800 or my Nikon SP910 flash or even my Canon flashes, I just go to the unit and just select the specific flash I want to use. For instance, now say the SP910, assign that profile to the Cactus V6, and there you go. You can adjust the flash wirelessly, and you can control the power of the flash or the manual power of the flash wirelessly with your Cactus V6. But maybe you also, like I, have a lot of different flashes like this lying around. This is the Sunpak PZ40X. Now this flash is made to fit for the Canon system. So now how do I assign this flash to the Cactus V6 if the profile is not there? So that's where the learning function, which is really awesome, comes in. And I'm going to show you I can get more from this flash by using the Cactus V6 than by just using the flash alone. It's really awesome. I'll show you that at the end of the video. But now let's first look at how to learn the Cactus V6 unit, the transceiver, to be able to use this flash. So let's look at that quickly. Okay, I've now attached the Cactus V6 transceiver to a light stand, and then on top of the transceiver I've attached a Sunpak PZ40X to the hot shoe. Now the profile is not on the Cactus V6 for this particular flash. So I'm now going to learn the Cactus to use this flash. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the unit to RX. Then you're going to see right here in the bottom, you've got a menu button. I'm going to press the menu button. Then this dial right here, I'm going to turn it until it says flash setup. And I'm going to say OK. There's an OK button here, but you can also use the dial as a shortcut. So just press it in and you can see it also highlights. Then it says skip, it says start learning, and also copy profile. Now we're going to look at copy profile soon. We're first just going to learn the unit. So I'm going to say start learning, and it says set flash to TTL mode. So I'm going to turn the flash on and I'm going to say go. Then you need to choose which system this flash is made for. So it's got Canon, it's got Nikon, and it's got Pentax. Now this flash is made for the Canon system. Even if it's a Sunpak aftermarket product or third market product, it's made for Canon, so I'm going to choose Canon. Then it says it's going to flash a few times. It's going to say set the max. I'm going to go with 45. Then it says set manual power to half. So I'm going to go to mode on the flash here. I'm going to press that until I see half power. Then I'm going to choose go. Now it's going to flash at half power a few times. And then it's going to ask us to set manual to quarter power. So I'm going to choose quarter power, choose go again. It's going to flash, testing the quarter power. And then I'm going to have to choose eighth power. Again, press go. It's going to test those as well. And then 16th power. Now 16th power is the max that this flash can go, and something awesome I'm going to show you in a few minutes that this flash will now do once I've learned the profile. So I don't have 32nd power on this flash. 16th power is the max. So I'm just going to go to skip on this menu right here. Again, I can choose OK here, or I can choose OK here. So now it's asking me 64th power. I'm going to go to the wheel to skip, press the wheel. It says set manual power to 128th. This flash doesn't support it. I'm just going to go to skip, press that. And it says turn the flash back to TTL mode. So I press mode, flash goes back to TTL, I press go. Now it's tuning half power, and it'll be tuning quarter power and eighth power and 16th power. So it's learning the profile of this flash, so it knows how to use this flash on the Cactus V6. And it's also important that you need to put in fresh batteries when you're doing this. Otherwise it won't work that nice, it won't be that as accurate, so I've inserted fresh batteries in here as well. And you'll also notice I don't have a ton of light on in this room. I've got one video light on in the back, and then I've also got one LED video panel that's just shining on this surface right here, so we can see all the details on the screen and everything, all the units. You don't want to be outside while the sun is shining and everything. So yeah, just make sure your room is a little darker. Don't have to make it pitch black dark, but just make sure it's not overly bright with tons of sunlight and everything. Okay, now it's busy still tuning 8's power. It's almost done. It's going to go over to 16th power soon. Okay, it started tuning 16th power. Once this process is done, it's going to ask us to enter a name for this flash, so you can find it on your device when you want to use your, okay, there it says flash profile. If this would have been unsuccessful, it would have told me flash failed or learning failed or something like that. And then just do it again. Something is most probably wrong. Maybe you're too far away from the wall or too close to the wall. Just take a measuring tape and just make sure you've got all your settings right, so that you're a meter away or around about a meter away from a white non-reflective surface. Okay, now it's got their name, and now I can turn this wheel around and then choose the letters. Now I'm just going to call it, as the flash is PZ40X, so I'm just going to go to P, and then I'm going to go for Z. I'm looking at an angle to the screen now, so I can't see all the letters. Oh, there's the Z. Almost looked like a 7 from where I'm looking. Okay, there's the Z, and then a 4, and a 0, and then a X. Okay, so when I'm done, just press go, and it says profile saved. And as you can see on the screen there, it says PZ40X. Okay, so now we've learned the PZ40X to work on our Cactus V6. And as you can see, it was really simple. Okay, so now it doesn't work with all the flashes out there, but you will find that a lot of your flashes that's not on the unit will be able to learn to work on here. So if you've got some extra flashes, try it out and see if you can learn the unit to use them. Okay, now what if you've got extra Cactus V6s? So here I've got 2 more of the Cactus V6s. How do I copy the profile from this one over to those 2? You don't need to use cables or a computer or anything. It works from the unit straight. It just send it over to the other unit. It's really simple. Let me show you how. Okay, I've now got this Cactus V6 right here. You can see it says PZ40X. That's the profile that we just learned. Then I've also got this unit right here, which is also set to Oryx, the same as the other one. But I don't want to now learn the profile on this one as well. You can see it doesn't have anything right there. There's no profile assigned to this unit. Now I would like to have the PZ40X copied over to this unit as well. And it's very easy to do. So what you first do is you go to the main unit, set this one to TX right here at the back. Now you need to make sure that this one and this unit, as you can see right here, is all set or both set to channel 1. They need to be on the same channel. Then you go to the menu button here in the front, and you go to, just scroll until you see copy flash setup. You select that by just pressing the shortcut button. Then you say start. The unit will then say set RX to copy. So I need to go to this unit right here, go to the menu as well, scroll through the options, and then it says flash setup. Then I go here to copy profile, and it says waiting for TX. It's now waiting for this unit to send. Don't take too long, otherwise this one will just time out. Then you just press go. It says copying flash profile. It says finished sending, and this one says finished copying. As you can see, it's very simple to do. And if I add another 3rd unit, I could have synced them all at the same time as well. I just want to shoot only 2 units so I can show close up on the screen what is happening. So that's how you sync the profiles or copy the profiles from the one unit to the other without having to learn the profile every time on each unit. Okay, so now you saw how easy it was to learn the flash to work with the Cactus V6, and then a breeze to copy it over to another unit. Really awesome. Okay, something that I ran into, a problem I ran into, I wanted to show on the video where I well, I had basically all 3 units on the video on the screen, and I had them very close to each other to sync it over to 2 units at the same time. So when I moved the flash further away, I noticed immediately it worked. So I don't know if it's maybe radio interference, that if they're close to each other, like really close, they don't want to send over properly. But the moment I moved them further away, I mean like less than half a meter or a meter or so away from each other, it immediately synced. It was like split second. So you'll notice on the video I had the 2 cameras like further away. The one was on a table and the other one was on a light stand, and it immediately synced over. Okay, so just be careful with that. Now something that is really awesome. I said in the beginning of the video that you can get more from this flash, and I'm really excited about this. I can get more from this flash by using the Cactus V6 than by just using the flash alone. So if I, for instance, now used maybe the Cactus V5 or the Cactus V4 or any other type of wireless flash transmitter and or receiver or transceivers, depending on what you're using, I would have had to go to the back of the flash and I would have to set the power. We couldn't now use it like the way we can with this one, where I can actually set the power manually. I would have to go to the back of the flash in manual mode, set it to like half power, full power, quarter power, 8th power, 16th power. And then I would take my picture. If I want to readjust the flash, I would have to go back to the flash and then set the power again. Not that nice, but it worked and you get awesome pictures from it. But this really makes it a lot easier. Now the problem is, this flash can only go to 16th of its power. It can't go to 32nd, 64th, 128, which is really sad, because a lot of the time when I'm doing off-camera flash, I maybe sometimes have 2 or 3 or 4 flashes going, and sometimes just to add light in a certain corner of the image, I might be using 128th power or 64th power. Now, the more expensive, like the SP910, you can do that. You can easily go in like the SP800, the 600, 700, Canon 430EX, all those flashes, you can go to 32nd power, 64th power, but this one can't. Now, just to show you how awesome this thing is. Remember when I learned the flash, I told it, okay, skip the 32nd power because the flash doesn't have it. Skip the 64th power because the flash doesn't have it. Same with the 128th power. Now it has assigned a profile to the unit that has also got the flash power ranges for that as well. So just let me show how awesome this is. And I tested it out with my Sekonic L358 flash light meter, and everything worked perfectly. All the different all the different power levels that the flash has learned was the same as when I'm just shooting it directly off the flash. It was exactly the same when I used the light meter. So this thing really is awesome. So now let me show you when I turn this onto RX, and I'm going to turn the flash on. So now this flash is now, obviously I'm just going to press the test button. Okay, just want to assign it properly. PZ40 and then use. Okay, so when I press the button, you can see the flash is going off there. So I'm going to put the flash there against the wall. I don't know if you're actually going to see this on the video, but what I can do is I can hold the flash next to my mic and you can hear it's actually going off louder. So I'm going to put this to transmit, and I'm going to choose group A for this because that one's on group A. Then I can use the slider here at the back, and this allows me to change the power levels up and down. So now here's full power. Now you'll notice on full power, I have it set to 3rd increments, so it takes a while to get to full power. There's full power. So if I press the test, you can see it went off. And if I have the flash here next to my microphone, you can actually hear, just let the flash recharge. Okay, it's recharged. This thing, the recycle time is not that great. So you could hear it goes off pretty loud. Now that's full power. Now if I want to turn this to say 8th power, here's 8th power. So just press the test button here. Went off at 8th power. With 8th power, obviously you can flash it a lot more times. You can see I'm flashing it quite a few times before it actually stops. Here's 32nd power. Now 32nd power wasn't available on the flash. There I've got 32nd power. Here I've got 64th power. There's 64th. Now just look at how many times I don't know if it's going to pick up on the video. Maybe you can see the light right here. But just look how many times this thing is flashing. At 64th power. Now remember, this flash couldn't do that. It wasn't the function of the flash. So if I go to 128th power, you can see I'm flashing it a lot and it's running like a dream. Okay, so there's also a low power mode on this where it's shooting at like 256 of its power. So this thing really makes it a breeze to learn an extra flash and be able to get more from older flashes that you normally could get. So that's all for this video. And if you've enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. The link is right here. And then get all the other type of videos. I shoot product reviews and also training videos on photography. And then also the sponsor for this series of videos, Camera World. If you're living in South Africa, then you can buy them from them directly. For people overseas, you're going to have to go to the Cactus website and go look exactly where to find these units, your nearest store or dealer that's going to sell it. But for people inside South Africa, please support them. They're bringing these awesome videos to you. Details are below, and they basically ship throughout South Africa. So that's all for this video. Bye.